What's poppin'? Brand new whip just. Let's get straight into it. Should you trade one pair? How many pairs should you trade? Um, what else do I get? What pair should I trade? I'm gonna just go down the list. We'll start with what pair should you trade? Completely personal preference. There's no pair, like, whatever your eyes are drawn to, whether you like to see Euro USD at the bottom, or US 30, or Germany 30, or SPX 500 NAS, USD ZAR, no, all of them, whatever pair you want to trade, that's what you should do. In my opinion, if you're just starting out, I would probably say EU is probably just like the most basic one, just off a rip, like, in my opinion. EU is the easiest one, in my opinion. I know people who start straight on indexes, like just US 30, that's all they want. So that's all personal preference. I feel like you should have a little more money if you're going to trade US 30, Germany 30, and stuff like that. You should have a little more money. But on Euro USD, shit, I mean, you could trade. I mean, if you want to trade 10-cent lots, you need like $2. It's like $2 and some change. You put $5 in there, you could trade some 10-cent lots all night. Put $10 in there. Put $20 in there. Easy. You know what I'm saying? Work your way up. My personal thing is, if you're going to trade EU, you might as well trade dollar. Like, I don't know how much I can show you, but they're identical. Whatever EU does, dollar is responsible for it. So, and in the inverse, I should say, my apologies. So if dollar is going up, listen very closely. If dollar is going up, EU is going down. You feel me what I'm saying? If dollar is going down, EU is going up. That's just that simple. You understand? So if you're going to take any trade on EU, you might as well take the same opposite trade on dollar. If you're going in for the sell on EU, you might as well go in for the buy on dollar. It just makes sense. So that's about what pairs you should trade. If you're going to ask me, EU and dollar, easily. GU and dollar. Sometimes GU be doing weird stuff, so I don't like bringing it up, but really it's just personal preference. Now, where it gets interesting is for people who say, well, should I trade one pair? How many pairs should I trade? And I think that depends, obviously, on personal preference, but on what are your goals? Can your goals be met in one pair? So what I mean by that, let's say you were somebody who wanted to catch 50 pips every day. You want to catch 100 pips every day. Okay. But does EU move enough for you to catch 100 pips every day? Does it move enough for you to catch 50 pips every day? Or is it only move, are you only on the charts when it's moving 20 pips and now you're short 80, you're short 30? So now you got to make it up somewhere. Because, I mean, for the most part, I mean, let's just look at right here. You get in somewhere right here. This went for 90 pips. So, I mean, it's definitely a reliable, it's definitely reliable moving 100 pips easily. But are these times that you are on the chart? You got to always look at that. Just because you can see it after it's done, one, are you on the charts during these times? And two, could you catch this play? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's easy seeing it when it's already done. So, I feel, to answer the question, should you trade one pair or should you trade multiple pairs? It just depends on your goals. If your goals are out of the reach of just trading one pair, then trade two. Like I said, trade EU. Alright, well, I got 25 pips off of here, but I'm also trading dollar too, and I caught 25 pips off of there. Well, now we're up 50. Now we're good. Or, let's say, I don't know, it's hard keeping up with multiple pairs. That's perfectly fine. Now let's look at the other side of it. You want 50 pips a day. Well, you want 50 pips a day doing 0.1. Okay, well, what about doing 25 pips a day with a 0.2? You know what I'm saying? Let's up the lot size and we can minimize the pip that we need for the daily goal. If you don't have a daily goal, then this really doesn't apply to you. But I personally, you got to have some type of structure, because if you're just trading to trade, then you're just getting in on trades and just hoping that it goes all the way up to the moon and back. You got to have some type of structure. If I was in on this, I'll take my 50 pips right here. I'm setting my stop loss at 50 pips. And I'm going to let it ride. I already hit my goal. I don't need to close the trade. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to close it. But I hit it. And it kept going. So I put my stop loss at 50. And whatever happens after that happens. You know what I'm saying? If you want to sit there and still watch it, by all means, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm going to just set my stop loss at 50 pips. I'll come back in a few hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and watch these charts all day. That's just not what I do this for. You know what I'm saying? So what was the last? So we have how many pips or how many pairs should you trade? Should you trade one pair? And what pair should you? Yeah, so that's pretty much my opinion on the whole system of how you go about starting out. You know what I'm saying? It's all just trial and error. I didn't start off trading these, but I found that I liked them the most. I found that what I was looking for came from the pairs that I have down here. You know what I mean? So it's just all personal preference. But you gotta have some type of goal. That's the key. You'll never find, I don't want to say never, but it's going to be hard for you to find success in this business without some type of structure. Because if you're just trading because you want to see blues and you want to see how high it can go, this market will take you for everything you got. For instance, just quick, let's say you did get in right here. Let's say you had a 0.1, you're up $90. You're cruising, you're like, it's just gonna keep, I'm gonna just wait for it, I'm gonna just keep going up because I don't have a goal. I'm just trading to trade. It went up to 100 and then it came all the way back down to you having $10. Now you're like, damn, I wish I would have, you know what I'm saying? I wish I would have got out when I could have. You have no structure, you have no guidance, you're not in it for a purpose. Which is fine if that's, you know what I'm saying, if you want to play that game, but that's just not for me. I gotta have some type of purpose. I have to be doing something and know why I'm doing it. But yeah, man, that was just my opinion on how I feel you should go about it. It's pretty simple, nothing too crazy. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.